I'm Rich Teresi. I'm Florence's youngest brother.
I'm John Teresi, Florence's brother, one of 6 brothers that Florence has. And we're here today to talk about the Eastern Christian Children's Retreat and what a tremendous organization it is and the love and care they've provided for Florence over the last 45 years. What led us here was my sister's, disability, in memory of our childhood at home when my mom was raising 6 sons and Florence being the oldest, how difficult it started to become. And myself being one of the oldest children have a very solid memory of what it was like. And we knew that Mom needed to do something. And so my mom and dad decided to search for a residence for Florence back in 1972. Florence was born with her disability, and Florence being my older sister of 3 years, I was very close to her when I was young, as a child, and my mom shared with me how to be responsible and help take care of Florence. When I was 10 years old, Flo had tried to get in the kitchen while my mom was cooking, and we had the heat at the stove that she couldn't go near, and I tried to stop her. And in running to stop Flo from coming in the kitchen, I put my hand through a glass window, and I had to go to the emergency room and get 36 stitches in my thumb. My parents realized that they needed to explore other scenarios, and having 36 stitches in my hand and losing a little bit of blood, that coming weekend, my mom and dad decided to take me with them to investigate some residence for people like my sister Flo. So my journey started really at 10 years old, realizing that I had to share some of the responsibility and help take care of Flo. And it helped me learn some very, very serious life lessons very early on.
I've only known Flo to be an Eastern Christian throughout my life because I'm the youngest son. And that being said, both Eastern Christian and Flo have taught me many lessons through my life. It's humbled me as a person to be able to come and see my sister and have people around me that understand what I might be feeling too. As a young child, I remember sometimes being very confused, but also realizing that this is my sister, and thank God that Eastern Christian is here to, support her and give her the care that she needs.
Parents decided out of 6 sons to make myself and my brother Richard Florence's legal guardians. The care they've provided for her over the last 45 years is just immeasurable. They've made it so easy on me as a brother and a family member. It's not a job, it's really like coming and visiting your cousins. So I feel extremely comfortable and welcomed when I come here to visit Flo. I feel like the people here genuinely care about her as much as I do. I feel like my brother Richard feels the same way, that it's not just an organization where you come and visit and come and go, sign in and sign out. You come and speak to anyone. They're all engaged and involved, and they seem to know more about Florence than we do. Do you feel the same way, Rich?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Flo has many disabilities, and you guys being with her day in and day out, there's never been a minute where if I had a question about how she was feeling or she having a good day, a bad day, I'm always able to get a solid answer as to what's Flo's status, how is she feeling, and that's a relief. It takes a lot of weight off of our shoulders. I mean, everybody gets busy, everybody has a lot to do, and to have to think about Florence and the proper care and make sure that everything's okay, we really feel we're very grateful. I mean, without a doubt, it's, some places, you know, you might sit there and say, oh, I wonder. I never have a doubt in my mind as to whether Flo is getting the best of care or not. And it allows us to have a life as well and be able to have contact with Flo and know what's going on with Flo. ECCR definitely let me know that they care. I just couldn't see myself being able to do it, or any of my brothers being able to care for Florence the way that she's cared for here. You know, it's very easy to, as I've mentioned before, have Florence here. You know, and honestly, it's just not something that I know that I would be able to do on my own or without ECCR. I'm very grateful for what she has here and how she's grown here and the people that work around her.
I want to talk about competence. You know, we can make this as lovey-dovey as we want and talk about, you know, how wonderful everything is, but everyone here does have a job to do, and they do have to execute and achieve their goals. And this place runs like clockwork. I mean, there is never been an incident here where someone hasn't done their job and it affected our sister or any other residents that I could see. So this place is competent. Personnel here is extremely competent, and they have a calling. And the culture here at ECCR is phenomenal. It starts at the top, and you can see it in every facet here, that everyone has an attitude of caring and loving and wanting to be here. And that's a cultural thing. That's not just something that you walk through the door with. That's something that gets generated. There's a buzz around here that's got created a long time ago. The culture here is phenomenal, and it's an honor to be associated with an organization that has such a, you know, tremendous culture and concern for their residents.
You never hear somebody say that's not my job. You know, it's always been, you know, okay, I'll be right there and I'll help you out. And
everyone's always smiling. It's a culture. That's
Yeah.
something that, you know, is learned and taught within, I feel, so. And I just need to stress to anyone that's considering placing their loved one at ECCR that when you leave here and you leave your family member here after a visit or after taking them out for the day, when you leave here and that door closes behind you, you know that you can sleep that night, you know that you feel good about things. And that's what I love about this place the most.
Absolutely.
Thank you.